grab a drink and a bite, and just chill, or work, or meet, or chat, or whatever you want to do. 93.7 The Ticket, The Mill Coffee and Tea, Grandma's Bake Shop, and Beatrice Bakery, all together at 1040 O Street.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S., December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at nebraskaagexpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, getting closer to the weekend and some college football and some pro football and just a lot of football. I'm starting to get a little weepy-eyed a little bit knowing that football season kind of flew by this year for college, I feel like.
College, it went by way too fast. Good morning, everybody. On this beautiful Thursday morning, chilly. But Raff, I'm with you, man. I think it really hit me on Tuesday night. You guys, I was like, I don't know why. I was watching. Heck, was I watching? Uncle Buck. I was watching Uncle Buck. They had a commercial for something football related. I'm thinking, dang, Nebraska season is like literally, it's over. It's over. You know, we got obviously another a month and a half left of college football. You know, give or take, and obviously pro ball. We got until February. Yeah. I wish they'd send the Super Bowl out into March. I'd take it.
Super Bowl March, training camp April.
Yeah, so those things are going. But before we go any further, you guys, I got some news that it makes me mad, man. I'm going to get this out there. A good friend of my family, Stacey Ann Griffin, the owner of Pedal Creation, she was at Texas Roadhouse on Tuesday in Applebee's Way, about 6:45 in the evening. Two different people. Looks like it may have been a some sort of sting, or just not obviously not in a good way, but just some sort of plot where they stole her purse, had some expensive things, some priceless things in there that go back in her family. Her family has been there for mine through some, usually when you're getting flowers, there's really no in between, so maybe just some just because flowers, but usually, at a great celebration, you're in extreme pain from, you're burying a loved one or something like that. But Stacey and Griffin has been around for a lot of people throughout this city, both business and personal people, relationships, but had her purse taken. If you go to her Facebook page, if you just go to Stacey Ann Griffin, it's Griffin, like I said, she's just done so much for so many others, and my heart is just broke for her, and hopefully that LPD's on it as well. And then the LPD believes that it can be tied to a group of thieves who are moving through the area. So folks, I'm telling you, be vigilant when you're shopping. Lock your car doors. Watch your stuff. And I'm telling you, people used to laugh at me because when I travel, I used to keep my wallet in my front pocket, or I put my cards in my front pocket, because I'm thinking, if you catch me slipping, you bump me, you might catch me, but you ain't reaching in my, my front pocket and get me like that. And my wife teases me a lot because my head is always on a swivel. Even when I'm back in Lincoln, man, I'm watching everybody with doorways. It sucks, but that's the world that we live in, unfortunately. And again, LPD believes was tied to a group of thieves who are moving through the area. They're highly organized. Within minutes, folks, she was getting phone calls from Target across over there, over off Apple's Way. So again, this happened Tuesday night. The local establishment here at the Target on the Edgewood Shopping Center. They were over there shopping already because she was at the Texas Roadhouse. This happened on Tuesday night about 6:45. If you go to her page, again, it's Stacey Ann Griffin. If you recognize these people, please, any information you can will be extremely helpful. Watch your stuff, folks. Restaurants, gas. I know, and it's getting cold right now too, Nick and Raff, where people leave their cars, going for a while. Yep. And those picked up like crazy, unfortunately, last year. Right here in Lincoln, not Omaha, right here in Lincoln, car thieves. In fact, on the news last night, this wasn't in Lincoln, of course, but in Washington, D.C., someone stole the FBI agent's ride. And it said FBI on it.
Dang.
So it shows you the kind of the state of mentality we're living in right now. So again, Stacey Ann Griffith, go to her page on Facebook, Stacey Ann Griffin. She's the owner of Pedal Creations. Like I said, has been such a great friend of my family, and just an asset to our community, asset to our state as far as that goes. Always going above and beyond for everybody else. Watch your stuff. Again, go to Stacey Ann Griffin on their Facebook page. I'm going to share it to my page as well. If you just go to Aaron Davis, you'll see it on Facebook as well. But again, any help you can provide, please reach out to her, reach out to LPD on that. So watch your stuff. Watch your stuff.
There you go.
And we need to watch Tony White, because people are trying to steal Tony White.
Watch your stuff.
I'm going to be in front of this house. Where you going, dog? I'm going to the grocery store.
The more I think about that, though, we were talking about in the spillover that, that he's maybe has, or USC might have interest in him. The more I think about it, I think that he's taking more of a chance by going to USC than staying at Nebraska. If his end goal is to be a head coach, if his end goal is to become a head coach somewhere, because you look at it this way, he might go out to USC and you really don't know, they have talent out there that they were talking about. They had 5 stars and they had guys on that defense, and they were such a mess this year. It's like, it might be more work than, one of those things where it could put him back a little bit because they might not throw up those numbers the first year. At least here, he knows what he has and what he's bringing in. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Man,
stay in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I don't know. I would say, on another note, I mean, USC's offense is light years better than Nebraska's offense was last year or will be this next year. I just, if I'm Tony White, I'm sitting there going, like, everybody I've been reading not reports, but reaction, and people are freaking out saying, oh, it's not true because Tony White has no connection to Lincoln Riley. Well, don't forget, Tony White had no connection to Matt Rule either, right? So that was one of the few coaches, if not the only coach on this staff, that Matt Rule didn't have connection to, that he brought in, right?
I don't like this pessimistic attitude out of you, Nick.
Let's be honest here. Like conversations are being had, and so unfortunately, like, we're sitting here going, all right, is this like a lateral move? No, it'd probably be a step up in terms of national, like national coaching level. Nebraska's defense was good last year. It was good last year, but they needed to take a step up, and they weren't able to. They're graduating a group of linebackers. They're moving on from a group of defensive backs. Tony White, familiar with the state of California, he's going to be extremely valuable to Lincoln Riley, who's on the hot seat right now. Extremely valuable as they change into this landscape of the Big Ten Conference, because you need some familiarity. I just think Nebraska, like, this is a test, not even necessarily a test. Like, this is just something that I think Husker fans will take note of, because at the end of the day, it's you can't let him walk. Like, you can't let him walk. You just can't. Like, are you going to pony up to a guy, or are you going to promote from within?
Mute.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey. If y'all want me to just sit here and be like, oh, you know what? There's no way Tony White leaves Nebraska. There's no way.
Rainbows and sunshine.
I'll happily do it.
Here's the reality. Here's reality. Why? Think about it, Nick. Truth is not always popular. And here's the reality.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, folks. What Nick is saying, he's speaking the truth. And here's the reality of it. Look at Oregon State right now.
Well, and I'll be.
They did not think that guy was going anywhere, and he's gone. We can look at a lot of other schools. So here's my opinion. To back what you're saying, Nick. Pay that man his money.
And that's what it goes
back to.
I
ain't talking about 200,000 more.
Like, this is now an opportunity here, and I'm sure Tony White and Nebraska, they're going to be in conversations to do so. They're going to be in conversations to get a raise, to get whatever the case may be, right? But if Nebraska doesn't want to pony up enough money, right, then yeah, Tony White, go get yourself some money.
Pay that
Go
man,
get yourself some money.
Make him the highest paid assistant on your staff. Like, to me, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. There are coordinators nowadays that are making $2 million. There are.
Think about this, you guys. And I'm going to say it. I'm not even going to say the team, because you're going to know. All right? This is results-based business. Okay? I'm just going to tell you, Mike Thompson said it when he got rid of Canada. It's a results-based business. If you don't get those results, it's nothing personal. You just don't got a job. You got to go look somewhere else. Yep. If you're getting results, compensate me accordingly.
Yep.
Yeah. Compensate T. White, man. What is he making right now? 1 million.
Yeah, 1
million. Pay that man his money.
Yep.
And if you're going now, granted, Rule mentioned, because we're gonna get some sound clips, sound bites, and things like that later.
Yeah.
Man, have you played that clip yet, man? I want to send you.
Oh no, I have not played it. We'll get it.
We'll get later on.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm thinking right now, Nick.
Yeah.
Raff, that's what I'm thinking right now. You're gonna hear it later, folks. You'll hear it later. Pay that man his money.
Yep.
You take a defense, and again, tip my hat to Coach Bush, because Coach Bush definitely gave him some CPR last year when they needed it, and he did it fairly quickly. T. White comes in and says, "Okay, I see what I'm working with.
Yep.
I'm seeing what I'm working with. and you begin to have the defense you had this year.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the top 15 defenses in the country.
And remember all the pushback at the beginning of the year?
Oh,
You can't run a 3-3-5 in the Big Ten.
Raff and Nick, there are people talking about how bad a 3-3-5 was.
It's not going to work.
They couldn't tell a 3-3-5 from a 4-2 to a 5-2.
Nope.
You know, so or 4-3. I mean, so pay the man his money. Now, here's the thing about this. If you give him the big bump and he chooses to leave, at least you can't say you didn't try.
Yep.
Yeah, we're about to find out. Just in general, guys. Oops, wrong camera. We're about to find out a lot of just how this staff operates, and more importantly, how Matt Rule operates in the offseason in college football, right? We're about to find out with quarterback and who they select, if they select a guy. We're about to find out defensive coordinator-wise, and we're about to find out role adjustments on the offensive side of the ball. We're about to learn a lot this offseason.
So you learn a lot. I think you learn the entire program. You're going to learn a lot in the offseason.
You know what?
Maybe.
James, James, I'm agree with some of what you said right here. Money's relative. $2 million in LA is about $1.2 million in Lincoln. Nebraska doesn't have to pay Tony White $2 million. But they do need to pay him more relative to what he would make in Los Angeles. To the cost of living point, that is true.
Yeah.
But you also, to combat that is, they don't pay for a lot either as coaches out there.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine, you know what I'm talking about, Raff. Used to coach out there. He's like, yeah, it's crazy expensive. He goes, but there's a lot of things we don't pay for. Obviously, housing, things of that nature.
Yep.
You know, kids, transportation,
here's the thing.
You know, that is part.
Bobby Petrino got a $25,000 housing allowance, which I understand might not be a lot.
Well, remember,
but you have to just like those things are getting worked into contracts nowadays.
Well, USC, remember they purchased Lincoln Riley's house for him.
So that's the thing. Is
nothing's out of the gamut for them.
If they want a guy bad enough, they are going to get a guy.
Hey, but you know what? I'm going to say this. Hold the boat. I see what you're saying. You go, people acting like Georgia's calling him or Michigan. USC is not a move up, y'all. Make it out to be right now. Brother, here's what I'm going to tell you. Hold the boat. He's going back to an area to where he spent most of his lifetime at, okay? You're going to a program to where the offense was not the issue, the defense was the issue, which goes into his specialty. So it's not like no one's saying it's a Michigan. They're not even, first of all, they're premier in name only as at this point. USC is premier in name only. And you know what the reality is? Nebraska's the same way.
I'm going to be 100%.
We're premier in name only.
In 100% honesty as well. There's a reason, I think, and this is just being 100% honest and upfront, is that unfortunately, if Tony White is trying to continue building his resume to eventually get to be a head coach,
different systems,
he may need to go somewhere else like a USC. That's just the case. That's just the honest truth, is that he's trying to continue to build his resume, which he should if he wants to get a head coaching job. If he had a strong enough resume right now to go get a job, he would have gotten a job. He would have gotten the San Diego State gig, or he would have maybe been in more contention for the Syracuse gig or anywhere else, other Group of 5 school. But the truth is, maybe he doesn't have a good enough resume right now because he had some good years at Syracuse. He had a good year, a pretty good year at Nebraska. He needs to continue elevating himself. And he could look at this as a move of saying, this is another opportunity where I can show that it was it's the coaching and not the players.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's me that makes the difference. Well, because we're all saying how bad USC's defense is, right? Yeah,
they're
it was bad. Alex
Atrocious.
Grinch was bad at Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley. It was a head-scratching move that he brought him with him to USC. They thought that they could outscore every opponent and be fine. Well, then Oregon caught up. Oregon started taking guys from the state of California. You had Oregon State under Jonathan Smith start to take guys from the state of California. Washington is a CFP program.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you need somebody to start putting borders around that California, that state of California.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley, he recruited the start part of Southern California a lot during his time at Oklahoma and obviously at USC. But Tony White knows that place. There's don't get me wrong, there's going to be an opportunity for Nebraska to match or go above what USC offers. There's going to be an opportunity there. We're going to learn a lot of whether or not they want to.
It's going to be interesting, man. And yes, Aaron, good morning to you. Yes, Trent Bray is the head coach now at Oregon State. Who used to be was interim coach here at Nebraska during that short time period. So we'll see what happens, folks. We got plenty of that to come up more in the show as well. Husker Woman took her business last night. We'll discuss that. Matt Rule had a pressure yesterday. You know, we've talked about it in the show yesterday. The other shows did as well. We will discuss that this morning as well. And big games obviously coming up on this weekend. Nebraska Volleyball has a big game tomorrow night as well, folks. We're right back. It's The Drive. It's Thursday morning. There's no Heavenly Waffles. But being when you're around Nick and Raff, it still feels pretty good on a Thursday. We'll be right back.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Muchachos has been Lincoln's leader for New Mexican barbecue for a few years now, and they've expanded into Omaha. That's right, you can get all your favorites like the pipeline burrito with 3 meats, rice, beans, queso, and crushed chips, or any of their great taco options in Lincoln or Omaha. Plus, they want to give back, as the Malachi Coleman Give-A-Rito, a 2-meat hatchback burrito, gives proceeds to the Fly Like Kai Foundation for the Lincoln foster care community. Stop by Muchachos in Lincoln at 11th and L or in Omaha at 1258 South 13th Street.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through December 5th is spend $75 and get a 2-pound prepackaged Pecano roast for free. Limit 3 per visit while supplies last. Also, through the 5th, get 20% off all cheese and crackers. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S. December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at nebraskaagexpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador online online at prg-ne.com. If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. The Nebraska women's basketball team got back to their winning ways last night. 77-53, I believe the final score was.
Yes, they took care of business last night, man. I was watching it. Good old Big Ten Plus. I like when there's timeouts. There's just nothing. There's just nothing when they have it on there, man. But it was cool. Markowski and Potts both had double doubles in the win last night. And Florida Atlantic's not a horrible team by any stretch of the imagination. There were some stints where Nebraska allowed them to stay in where they shouldn't have allowed them to stay in, but they took care of business last night. That improves Nebraska to 5-2. The Owls, they slipped to 3-3. Florida Atlantic, man, that school, bro, I would be thrown out of college if I went to Boca Raton. If my college was in Boca. Raff, would you go to class if you were in Boca Raton?
I didn't go to class in Lincoln. So I can only imagine what Boca Raton would have been like.
Oh, bro.
I mean, let's be honest.
I pulled up their campus. I was like, nah, bro. They wouldn't have saw me in class, man. There were plenty of times where Coach Brown pulled me to the side. AD, notice they didn't see you in anthropology this morning. I was like, Coach, I was in there eventually.
I think I am the reason.
Rico's just shaking his head.
I'm probably the reason at the university why they take attendance now, I'm guessing.
Hey,
but I never understood that because I was like, you're getting the money no matter what. So if the person doesn't show up, but I guess they want to keep them in school to keep on getting the money, I guess.
I'm going to tell you, Chief, on the football team, they knew. Keith Zimmer Zimmy would sometimes, and Dennis LeBlanc, they'd be checking. Yeah. It didn't matter if it was the history of jazz, which I hated it at the time, but I love jazz now. But I'm like, man, really? But my whole thing was, look, there was this friend that sat next to me in anthropology. I was like, long as this friend is studying, we're going to be all right.
I probably look back on it now.
Hey, you want tickets to the game on Saturday?
Oh, back in those days, we could. All you had to do was put the names on the list. You know, a couple names you're going to put on the list. And I'm not going to go delve too much into that part of it, but nevertheless, some things you keep in-house. But again, back to those Lady Huskers. Yeah. Markowski led all scorers. The game high of 18 points she had last night. Also 9 rebounds. That was huge, man, last night. Potts, obviously, she was Big Ten Freshman Player of the Week last week. She had her first double-double of her young career. She had 12 points in a career, 12 rebounds as well. 6 offensive, which was big. We killed them at it just with our height too, you know. And we took, I think, about 5 charges last night, which was huge as well. Sophomore Kaylin Hack, she also had 3 Huskers in double figures as well. What's the other gal's name? I'm forgetting right now. Oh gosh, she had 3 3-pointers last night as well. Let me pull this up. I was just looking at this. But Nebraska was pretty even balanced across the board last night. And the thing that I like the most, they played a lot of good defense, man. A lot of good
Who do they got next?
Oh,
Georgia Tech on Saturday.
Georgia Tech Saturday.
The Ramblin' Wreck.
Yep. They got GT on Saturday. So the Lady Huskers took care of business again to improve to 5-2 last night. But the thing that stuck out the most for me last night, Markowski last year, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. And Nick, I hear you saying this. Like I see you sitting on the chair at the other studio. She missed a lot of bunnies last year, a lot of easy ones. She didn't last night. A lot of good buckets slashing through. They converted a lot of those. And the defense was huge because, like I said, there were five charges they took that I counted. I could have missed a couple on that as well, but there were 5 charges they took. And Nebraska, they were going to have kind of a Thanksgiving hangover coming back from the tournament they just played in. Obviously losing that game to TCU, who's also undefeated right now. But they came back in, took care of business, and made the vault last night. So
nice.
That was good to see. That was good to see.
All leading up to Georgia Tech, and then obviously men's basketball against Creighton on Sunday.
Nick, you had some interesting points about the marketing part of it. You know, how many towels are they giving out?
I don't know. I don't know anything about towels.
What are they giving out? The first 3,000 fans?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said they were going to give out.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I hope they give out something.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope they give out something to the fans. That was last year's game. Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year.
In CHI Health Center.
That was last year.
That's right.
Yep, that was last year. So this year, we hope they do something like that whatsoever.
They did buttons last year for the Creighton, or not last year, this year for the Creighton Nebraska women's game.
Yeah, something like that. Rico's just laughing. That was last year. Like, AD, get your year straight, man. So we'll see what happens when they play against Creighton coming up this weekend. We hope that game is a crazy environment. So we'll see what happens with that one, man.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We got history. They need to figure out a way to involve the fans on Sunday.
Do something,
and I think they will
do something. Buttons work too.
Buttons work too. Buttons are great.
Come down and see the studio. That works too.
Yep. Just
autographs from Nick and Rico.
Put them right on your shirt.
All that. We'll see what happens. Folks, we'll be back with history. It's The Drive on this Thursday morning. 93.7 The Ticket.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join me, Sip, and Coach Bush for Early Break this Friday, December 1st at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Call today to reserve your free lane for free bowling at 402-467-3249. And if you don't bowl, still enjoy free coffee and donuts. That's this Friday for the 60th anniversary of Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Early Break from 6 to 8 on location.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S., December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at NebraskaAgExpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November. with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt!
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? At Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino in Lincoln or Horseman's Park in Omaha, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies. We'll be breezy and a little cooler today. We'll see a high of around 46. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies are expected over that low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies going to stick around for us. We'll see a high of around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. We have some history today that's taking place. Tiger Woods tees off at 10:52 Central Standard Time in the Bahamas.
Is that going to be on the Golf Network?
I will believe it will be. I believe it will be. There we go.
Seems like I got a plan, Raff, and you too at 10:52, don't we? Nick goes, interesting. Must be nice. Must be nice.
It's like, I got a plan at 10:52 today, too. Be there or be square.
Tiger tees off again.
Folks, one of the greatest sports movies in DP.
We got to do the song first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that song.
Or do it.
Do we have that clip ready, too?
I got to find it.
Okay.
I got to find it.
Here's goes the song.
Now, punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took.
Tell us more.
But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Y'all, it's getting Christmas time. Well, it's Christmas season right now. And this has nothing to do with history. But I tell you what, this Christmas album I listened to yesterday was Off the Chains by Stephen Mackey. Off the Chains, man.
Yeah.
Bring some soul to it, too.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Stephen Mackey.
No, I thought when you posted it, I thought there was like
the one song. It was just the most wonderful time of the year. That's the name of the album.
Oh,
yeah, but the song,
okay.
I forget which song that I posted. I think the song I posted was "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year," or maybe "This Christmas." But one of those two. But the dude can blow. The dude can straight up sing, man. Dude can straight up sing.
That's great.
One of the greatest sports movies ever. DP and Jay were talking about an old school. Probably it's been a few months back. Raff, I know you've seen it. Nick, I know you don't watch a lot of movies, but you got to watch this.
He hasn't seen it.
Brian's Song.
Never heard of it.
Ask him what it's about. What it's about, Nick.
What is it about, AD?
No, I'm asking you, Nick.
He said he never heard of it, so he's not going to know.
I wanted like a guess, where you asked like the little kid.
Is it about a Christmas Carol?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, you guys are making fun of me. This is not fun. This is not fun. It's not fun.
We never make fun of you, man.
Yeah.
Look at those little cheeks.
I know.
Did
Tell
you
me
have a
about it.
beard when you were like 3?
7.
Your beard?
I had
beard when he was
beard when I
7.
was about 12.
So if you were to shave that off right now, I've asked you before.
Yeah.
Okay, shave it off completely off.
Yeah.
How soon would it be back to where it is?
5
right
o'clock tonight.
Sunday? It'll be Sunday when it's back to this.
Gosh, I wish I could grow a beard that fast, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Brian's Song was an amazing movie. Text line, let us know if you've seen it before. And if you got some time off during this holiday break, if you have a holiday break, check out Brian's Song. 1971 Emmy and Peabody Award winning TV movie, Brian's Song, about the friendship of Chicago Bears teammates Brian Piccolo and Gil Sayers. Based on Sayers' autobiography, premieres on ABC. James Cain and Billy D. Williams played Gil Sayers. Because, Nick, this was a time to where black athletes and white athletes did not share rooms for the most part. This was coming fresh off the civil rights era of the 60s, late 60s. Obviously, King assassinated, late 60s, Kennedy's, et cetera, been going on, the civil rights movement, counter sit-ins, et cetera. And Gil Sayers and actor Brian Piccolo, it was just an amazing tribute to humanity.
Yeah.
Humanity, which it displayed. And it was cool to see that movie, man. Like I said, 1971, and it was a cool movie. Check it out, Nick. I know you're not going to, because I offered you $100 to watch Star Wars a year and a half ago, and I don't even think you've even seen the first one yet.
I didn't get to watch it.
I didn't get to. How many hours do you think you've played a Fortnite since then?
Not as much as you think.
No. He's got an injured thumb right now. It's preventing
I'm
him.
on the injured list.
Injured list for Fortnite?
IR.
I'm at least out for 4 days.
Either he
4
broke
weeks.
up a pass or he broke his thumb playing Fortnite.
Yeah, you be the judge.
You be the judge.
It's 100% the football, though. I broke up a pass. I played DB.
On Husker history in 1988, Broderick the Sandman Thomas was the runner-up to Alabama's Derek Thomas for the Butkus Award, man. It's crazy to think that some of those guys are no longer with us anymore. Because DT's been gone for how many years, man? That accident in KC was what, 15 years ago, maybe?
Ranging close to probably 20, actually.
Skidded off a road down in KC Highway, wasn't it? Yep. So that was, he was a bad boy too, Nick. He was a bad boy. We'll look that up over the break, though, too. But, folks, that is today's history.
I got some birthdays.
Oh, yeah. Got some birthdays.
We've got former San Francisco 49ers head coach Bill Walsh's birthday would be today.
How old would he be? 90 what?
Oh, what's it, 94 maybe, I think.
Something like that.
And then you've got a newly minted 61-year-old Vincent Bo Jackson. Probably the greatest athlete I've ever seen.
Don't say age yet. Nick, how old do you think Bo Jackson is?
61 years old.
Nice guess, Nick.
Ooh, I got it.
Well done, Nick. And then we've got the former catcher for the Texas Rangers, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez.
Pudge.
Pudge. Those are my birthdays. Good guess on that age, Nick. I'm so proud of you.
That is really good,
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
How did you know that? It's crazy.
Hey, unknown texter
just love my
3994.
You're good.
You said major underrated sports movie, Any Given Sunday. Yeah, man, love that one too. Love that one too. Disc Golf Jake, what's up, man? Yes, I know. He says $100 to watch a great movie. I mean, I get it, AD. I dropped off them frisbees and we haven't gone and played yet. Come on, Nick.
Well, it's cold. But number two, at the time you offered, I was in school. So there was other
Were you still playing Fortnite?
I was not. No.
You seriously weren't?
Fortnite was sucked for the last 3 years.
He was looking for bugs back then.
I was looking for bugs. That was during the
that seems like forever ago.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave from Renew, thanks. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the pictures yesterday too, man. Cool view. He goes, January 23rd, 2000. He goes, it seems like it was yesterday. Talking about Derek Thomas.
Yep, I remember
2000.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I wonder if Broderick still got the keys to Memorial Stadium.
It's always Broderick's house.
Yeah.
It'll always be the same.
He used to have the keys on the sideline.
Right,
Our house.
That's when Run DMC came out with that song, Whose House. I know Dave Renew remembers that song, man. Whose house? Ron's house. Rick. The stadium would go nuts, man. Nick, I wish you would been alive to see those days, man. When the stadium was rocking.
I mean, my life has just sucked.
I seriously do. To when I knew I was gonna play. I was like, yep. I would cut off the hot dogs about mid-third quarter. I'd go to a urinal real fast, sneak in the locker room. They wouldn't know if I was gone. I came out in street clothes one time and no one even knew. But nevertheless,
AD's up in the crowd about mid-second quarter.
Let's get this sucker going, baby.
Not ready to go suit up, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Hey, I'll be back, y'all.
Yeah. I just need to be in there for one possession.
Yep.
We're going to go 3 and out on the offense.
Hey, one of the funniest is, Tommy would do his business before games all the time. And like, AD, dog, I'm hungry. He was like, have Brooke go get us some hot dog. I said, bet. So I said, come on down. Grabbed his 2 hot dogs. Tommy is literally eating a hot dog before he went back in. The defense got a turnover. This dude shoves a hot dog in his mouth, and he looks at me from the sideline and winks, chewing a hot dog. I'm like, stop messing around so I can play, Tommy.
Could you imagine that? Oh, there's Jack.
Jackaroo.
Oh, there he goes down.
There he is.
Jack, let's golf next week if we keep it up to 55.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, Nick, with you too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
We're done. I'm muting everybody. We're out of here. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Great news! I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent Vinny Krekak at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, and we are sponsored by Stern Company. Stern Company provides solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. You can call Roger at 1-800-477-2744, or you can visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. And this question came to me actually this morning, and I'm going to ask the text line, and I'll ask you guys. So Nebraska unveiled their South Stadium renewal thing, and it looks like the price tag is going to be $450 million for that. And I know some of that money will come from the university, but some's going to come from private donors. Now, yesterday in the press conference, Coach Rule said to get a quarterback at Nebraska, you're going to have to pay like $1 million, $2 million to get a good quarterback. And he kind of gave that look of like, that's what you're going to have to do. Now, what I'm asking the listeners is this: would you rather have a new upscale South Stadium, or would you rather take that money and put it into a collective and go out and get the shiniest toys available?
I don't. Well, I think it's two separate entities too, obviously. But I see what you're saying. So some of those donors kick some more of that to the collective rather than
instead of into the state. And
innovation.
So I was thinking about that. I was like, I understand, them putting stuff into the stadium, but if we don't keep up, so to say, with the Joneses, and we don't go out and pay, what it takes to get that quarterback, are we going to set ourselves back in the future? You might have that new shiny stadium, but you might not have no butts in those seats.
The reality is you're going to need both eventually.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of mixed reactions and mixed opinions on the stadium renovation, et cetera. But regardless of what they decide to do, you need some players. That's the bottom line. You need to pay the players the way it is right now. I absolutely, when Rule said that on the podium yesterday, and not even just Rule, because we already knew that going in. So that wasn't like it was earth-shattering news. I guess maybe to some folks it was, but we knew this going in. And it's the meeting. I told you this, Raff and Nick, when I was with Coach Osborne almost 2 years ago now, when this thing was about to be rolled out, they were discussing it. When I took Keenan down to his office, and Coach Osborne, like a lot of the guys of his caliber, of his knowledge and wisdom, the number of years he's had, he goes, "It is going to be a mess.
Yeah,
it's going to change the purity of college football." That's the bottom line. It is because one of our text lines said it earlier, man. And a couple of days ago, I forget who it was, and forgive me for forgetting who it was. Hired mercenaries. I mean, it's changed, bro.
Yeah, well,
it's changed, man.
I was just thinking about it, because it almost felt like yesterday when he's like, well, if we're going to get, go out and get a good quarterback, we're going to have to pay $1 or $2 million. Do we really want to do that, or do we want to go out and recruit, and find one in recruiting? And I mean, I'm not sure. And my thought process was like, well, does it sound like that we do not want to pay that kind of money? I guess I was scratching my head, because I was like, maybe we take some of that money, because the donors, it's going to be a big piece of the chunk is going to come from the donors to pay for that South Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are we putting that money from the donors in the right places? I guess that's my.
When I hear
my
those numbers,
question.
it makes me want to say this, Nick.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, bro.
I needed to
Makes
know
me
what
want
was
to
going
say
on.
this.
Makes you want to do what?
Makes me just want to just say.
You're killing me, Whitey.
What does it make me think, Nick? Play it again, please.
What the hell's going on out here?
We're gonna play that, Nick, every time there's something crazy.
Every single time.
Of course, that's the great Vince Lombardi saying, "What the hell's going on out here?" Play it again, Nick.
What the hell's going on out here?
When I hear those numbers, man, I'm thinking, good gosh, but that's what it's come to. And I'm not talking about the numbers that Rule brought out. That's peanuts compared to what some of these other guys are making, fellas.
Yeah.
Think about that. What's Caleb Williams making at USC right now, y'all?
Oh, he's
allegedly.
A lot more. Well, and with
Allegedly, because none of us know the exact numbers,
with
first of all.
Caleb Williams, also, you have Wendy's deals.
But I'm
and
just saying
Dr.
numbers.
Pepper's
I'm
deals.
just saying numbers.
I don't know. Probably like 6.
What do you think?
probably
What do you
5.
think Shador's making?
Oh,
Colorado.
I have no clue. I
Couple million, though, right?
I don't even know how to read Shador Sanders. Yeah,
But a couple million,
Yes.
though, right?
Yes.
My man that left, he's Jordan Addison. He left Pitt. How much do you think he got at
$3
USC? $3 million. That's what we're. Nick, play it again, man.
I will. I'll happily do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
T.O. doesn't say hell, but I'm going to say it. What in the hell's going on out here?
I don't know.
I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, even when Rule said it yesterday, you know why you guys? I think it hit some people so different because Nebraska is like, we got 5 national champions. We got to pay a quarterback $1.5 million.
Yeah.
But that's the world. That's the landscape we're living in right now, y'all. Of
Yeah.
college sports, man.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I want to. Like, I've always been the one. Yeah, you recruit your team, you build your team, and you play with that team. However, right now, what I'm seeing is I think if Nebraska, I mean, it all comes down to NIL, because what's going to happen too is Nebraska's going to get these players and say Coach Rule gets them as, freshmen and builds them up. And then 2 years in, they're going to go look for the money. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's life. I mean,
and it's not just Nebraska, right? If you look at all these other schools, Alabama, Notre Dame is losing guys left and right.
Yeah.
K-State's losing guys left and right.
It's the money. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm like, does Nebraska take that, a lot of that money? I mean, I understand the South Stadium is not the most spacious, but I'm also thinking to myself, a lot of that money might look better because, I mean, it's at the end of the day, this is what the NCAA or whatever's created. It's going to be a mess. We talked about it in the last, how it's going to look in 5 years. Well, I'm 2 years into it, and I just see just how awful this is going to get.
I would agree.
I mean, you're going to have a lot of people getting paid, but on the other hand, you're just going to have a total mess because, face it, Texas A&M, they've already shown what they're going to do.
Yeah,
they're going to
have
go.
no problems. That's a good point.
And they'll just start, picking people. 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. And I just feel like you've taken away from the college game. I go back to, I understood the college players getting paid, like getting something for their name and image and likeness. But I always thought it was going to be something tiered, something to where everybody
it's chaos.
And now it's just a
chaos.
complete mess. If you have a quarterback, like look at I don't know, the quarterback from Duke that's like I know that his coach left.
His head coach left.
His head coach left.
I mean,
which I understand that.
That's a relationship.
But it's just like if you're going to Duke and you're a fan of Duke,
but you're not. That's not today. That's
I
not
know.
the word
I know,
we're
Nick.
in.
I
So
know,
why we
Nick.
can't like.
I
you're
want
sitting
my
here-
rainbows and butterflies
I know, but I'm
back.
like
I'm
sitting
sorry.
here being all pissed about it.
I know.
I'm not pissed, but like mad that the college football world.
I
That's where
know.
we're at.
It's
I
gone.
know.
Like,
I just want to sit here
that's
and
why
tell
I'm
everybody,
saying-
and not necessarily you, Raff, but the people that get on Twitter and like are mad about it. Get over it.
I know.
Like, because I totally understand, and it would be so great if we were there.
Yeah.
But like complaining about it and screaming and yelling from the top
But
of
that's
our
what I'm
lungs how
saying.
guys aren't at Nebraska because they want to be at Nebraska, and how guys aren't at other
Yeah.
places because they want to be there.
And that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
It's
I've got to
relationship
that-
based nowadays.
I've
Let's
got to
call
that
it what
point.
it is.
If we're playing this game, then
No, it's not relationship based anymore. It's money.
Maybe
No,
to
no,
an
no,
extent,
no, no, no.
But AD,
First of all, relationships do matter. They do matter. But at the same time, it's a business now.
Yeah.
More than ever,
is.
it's a business.
It
You know,
is.
here's the reality. And Rick, you're right on the relationship part. It's true. But it's more the money right now than anything else.
Yeah.
Because I know
For some guys.
Because
some,
you
like,
hear the coaches say all the time, hey, we just got to do, we can't argue against it. We just got to do what it is. Well, now I'm saying, okay, if we're going to play that game, then we're going to have to find a way to give out the millions of dollars that all these other schools are giving out, or else we're going to get left in the
right
dust.
now, it is a college football is no longer amateur sports.
No, not
it's
at all.
amateur in name only.
Correct.
It is about money. Bottom line money. All right? That's what it's about. Do the relationships matter? Yeah, they do, because you got to get them on campus. You got to do that. But once they get here, and even before they get here sometimes, all right, they're going to look at who's going to pay the most.
Oh, yeah.
And we've all heard this. We have college buddies who are in the college ranks that coach. And one I'm talking about for sure, Raff, he says, AD, I can't keep doing this because as soon as I walk in the living room, the parents are asking me, so how much do you think we can get? How much can we get? But that's the landscape we're in.
And that's
so
where
aching and moaning is not going to change anything. I'm going to ask you, if you're at home, try emptying out your toothpaste and try to put it back in that tube and see how that works out for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's messy. It's inconvenient, but that's the reality. The toothpaste is out of the tube. NIL is not going anywhere. If anybody's going to be mad at anybody, it's the NCAA, okay? They've had 20 years to deal with this since the O'Bannon brothers were going to sue for a video game. And the NCAA sat back and twiddled their thumbs like they always do, a day late, $1 short, and then they're saying, oh, well, let's take it to Congress. Congress can't even figure themselves out. No, let's not take it to Congress. That's the last thing we want to do.
Yeah.
The bottom line is every school knew this was coming. The NCAA knew it was coming, and they did nothing to mitigate this tragedy that we're dealing with right now in college sports because it's different, man. But you know what? It's about the money. So this is the landscape that we're in. It's like complaining because it's cold outside today. Well, it's cold.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it.
Let's listen to Matt Rule on roster management issues with NIL.
I would not let people be able to buy people off another roster.
So let's just stop it right there because
Repeat that.
I am fully on board with that. The influencing guys to enter the portal because you have basically what USC did with Jordan Addison, where Caleb Williams and Jordan Addison were buddies, and it was, hey, listen, this is what they can pay you, this is what they can owe you, this is what they can get you. Come on over here, but you have to enter the portal first before they can actually talk to you about it.
True.
So, like, I'm against that, right? We're having reports of Cam Ward at Washington State getting 10 separate $1 million offers to go into the portal and transfer to their school. I get that. That's not what it's meant to be.
But that's what it is.
It is. But once again, it's like
there's no rules.
You either have to adapt or die. Like,
exactly.
As bad as that is.
That's what I'm telling Nebraska right now. You're gonna have to adapt.
If you don't adapt, you become extinct. That's just the bottom line, man. That's the bottom line. They're going to have to pay like everybody else is going to have to pay. You have guys that are coming out of high school, in high school still with agents, brokering deals, etc. And the bottom line is, man, here's one thing about Nebraska too. We only got one collective, y'all.
Yeah, let's keep listening here to this quote from Matt Rule.
It's so simple. Like, you think about, you recruit somebody and you develop them for 2 years, and then someone comes in and takes them, and then that coach gets fired. It's like, well, he actually did a pretty good job. So, I just, that part of it. But I think young people getting, I think the players getting a piece of, their name, image, and likeness that makes sense to me. 100% makes sense to me. There's not one part of me that's ever had a problem with it. I was in the NFL, and I was an assistant coach. Every player made more than me. As a head coach, most of the players made more than me, or a lot of the players made more than me. Like, they're the ones out there doing the work. I have no problem with that part of it. I just hey, let me come in and take you from the roster. That that part is unique, but it is what it is.
Yep, it is. Like,
it is what it is.
And you're going to have to find ways to pony up the money, because what's going to happen is he's going to develop players. And hey, AD, you're making $200,000 in Nebraska, but you can come down to Florida to Boca Raton and make $1 million this year. What are you going to do,
bruh? You got a kid that's 8 years. First of all, look at it this way too. Let's say you got a lot of these kids, man. Let's say a particular kid comes from a very, impoverished family. He can change the family tree by going to college someplace.
Yeah.
Big time. Thomas Lincoln, what's up, my man? He says the people who were pushing for NIL to come out did not give the NCAA time to make rules. Brother, the NCAA had decades.
I think Ernie Chambers
in
filed something
1982.
Yeah.
So Thomas Lincoln, I feel you, but they didn't say they had plenty of time, and they dragged their feet on.
They were never going to do it.
Yeah, they dragged their feet on this thing for years. When the O'Bannon brothers came out against this, class action lawsuit years ago, they dragged their feet because they never thought it would come to fruition. Here we are, as usual. They're a day late and a dollar short. Folks, we're going to come back with some more Matt Rule clips when we come back because there's a lot to unpack still with this crazy world. Nick, play it one more time, man, because you know what? I'm still wondering.
Sorry, I got to go back to it here. There we go.
What the hell's going on out here?
I think almost one of our texters said.
We just want to know.
One of our texters says we should have played AI. What's up, Al? He goes, we should have played that on every Husker fumble.
Yeah.
Folks, we'll be right back here on this sunny but kind of chilly Thursday morning right here at 11th and O at the mothership. We got Raff in the house. We got Nick holding it down. This is AD 93.7, The Ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
School bus drivers, custodians, paraeducators, and the list goes on of all the education support professionals who help every school in Nebraska run smoothly. They ensure that our students have a safe ride to school, healthy meals, and a clean environment to learn. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Take a moment to say thank you to the support staff at your child's school.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November, with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning on November 27th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at Double Eagle Golf.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with atomic diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies, will be breezy and a little cooler today. We'll see a high of around 46. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies are expected over that low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies going to stick around for us. We'll see a high of around 37. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill. Oh, boy. Why is this happening to me? Just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road, Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place. To make special memories, all you have to do is visit FlorialsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders.
Raff, appreciate it, my man. You know what? This is a good text here. Unknown texter, 7576. Good morning to you. Says, I agree with you that we have to adapt to the NIL. I wish the conversation included the value of education, however. Universities have made millions of dollars off of what essentially was free labor for the players. The players should be able to recoup the benefits of their hard work. But even with the NIL at the end of the day, you're in a place of making money, and you have to be happy in that place, so we have the guys that want to be here. And the flip side of it is, for the organization, if you're helping somebody make money, then you have to make sure that you get your ROI. You cannot build a program with mercenaries. You know, it's good. It's a good take. Great point. I feel everything you're saying is the truth. But the adults in the room allowed this to happen.
Yep.
That's the bottom line, y'all. The adults in the room allowed this to happen. And this is where we're at.
How about sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. This is where we're at.
Well, how about this? Riley Leonard, so that Duke quarterback that you were talking about, he put a no contact tag on his entry. Texas A&M. So basically what a no contact tag is, for the folks that don't know.
Yeah.
He has to be the one to initiate communication. Like Nebraska can't go out and reach out to Riley Leonard or whoever, right? The no contact tag on your transfer portal is basically if Riley Leonard has to be the one to initiate communication. Right. So with all things considered, you would imagine that Riley Leonard's probably going to follow his coach to Texas A&M. Yep. So there you go. Texas A&M also doesn't have a quarterback. Max Johnson was transferred out. He already committed to North Carolina.
No. And I get what Dirty Tony and the boys is saying too about you got a guy in Jeff Sims that made more money than most blue-collar Nebraskans this season, and you want people to buy into paying these kids that haven't proven or earned anything $1 to $2 million hard pass. But what's happening though is that we were talking about the adults in the room. Well, now all these adults are going out and purchasing these players. Like Texas A&M is going to be they are like they're going to go out and they're just going to buy every.
They said it on tape 3 years ago.
Every top player they're going to buy them. So and I understand. And Nebraska, I understand. I hope that you're able to get and build. I believe in that, but I also know too that you've got to have some top players to mix in. So I believe in the coaching staff. I think if it was just even playing field, I think the coaching staff, can go up against anyone. But the problem is at the end of the day, you're going to have the Texases of the world, the Texas A&Ms of the world, the Alabamas of the world.
Raff, you bring up a lot of good points. Texas A&M is going to spend money. They've already shown that. They're going to pay a coach, over $100,000 a day not to coach in Jimbo Fisher. They here in about another month, they're going to have to write him a check for $19.6 million, give or take, $70 to $19 million, and $7 million until for the next, I think, 8 years or something like that. You got they paid another $5 million to get Elko out of his contract. They gave him an $11 million pot for his assistant coaches, him $7 million a year. College football has changed.
Yeah, and even like we would talk about Tony White. It's like USC, if they would decide they want Tony White, they're gonna pony up and they're gonna bring a serious amount of lucrative deal to the table. So that's where I'm saying, okay, Nebraska, where are we at? Are we just gonna let him walk, or are we gonna pony up too and be like, I guess it's came to that point. It's like, are we going to play with the big dogs, or are we just gonna sit back and be mediocre?
Yeah. James and Lincoln, great point here, brother. It says college football has become a dirty world. And if this continues, we'll lose the best of humanity to being a part of the sport. And I think we already have. I truly believe we've already lost it, James, because there's a lot of dirty people out there in these kids' ear and their parents' ears who don't know the ropes.
Yeah.
And is going to use. Think about this, guys. Think about this. Mm-hmm. The number of NFL players that have been fleeced by agents. And these guys were grown men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grown men. They had the ability to get people above the fray as far as accountants, lawyers, agents. You got somebody coming to your house. I don't care if your house is $500,000 or $50,000. If you don't know a certain space, but the folks at the $500,000 house are going to have more resources to get them plugged in with knowledgeable and trusted advisors. You got some of these cats, man, are coming from some impoverished areas, man, to where they're listening to this person, this guy or girl with all this fast talk, easily could be duped. And by the time they're 21, have already been run amok.
Yeah.
Can already be run amok. So that's the reality. But you know what, guys, again, that's the world we're living in. You got to roll with it.
Yep.
But Nick, I'm still wondering to myself, I'm still wondering.
What the hell's going on out here?
I'm just wondering what's going on, man. I don't get it.
It's a wild, wild west.
It's wild, wild west.
Ooh, we need that song. I would really get it going.
Yeah. Nick, we had some more clips we could, brother.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just talk about Tony White opportunities. Let's hear what Matt Rule has to say about his defensive coordinator.
I've done everything I can to help him in terms of, I think wanting to be a head coach is awesome, right? And so, like I said last week, like anything I can do to help him become a head coach, I'm going to do. I've got two, Fran getting the job at Syracuse, two guys that work for me now as Power 5 head coaches. That'd be awesome. If Tony gets an opportunity, that'd be awesome too. With that being said, I also think we'll be really good on defense again next year. And I think the opportunities that Tony has in front of him now will be there next year as well. I think he's an excellent coach. We have an excellent defensive staff, not just Rob, Terrence, and Coop, but the quality control coaches, Coach McGarry, Phil Simpson, Josh Bringwell, Jack Potenza, Shevin Smith. I mean, we have a really good young staff there too. So my goal always was I've never liked coming in and having to always go out and hire outside people to come in. After a while, it can start to feel very like mercenary-ish. I've always liked hiring really good young people and growing them up through and then trying to promote them. I think we have some guys there that can do that, but I'm hopeful for Tony that he finds if he gets the head coaching job that he wants. But I do know that if he doesn't get one this year, then he'll have a chance to get one next year probably too.
So there you go.
Yeah. We kind of discussed that, Nick, and the good thing is it's good to hear Rule. Obviously any good coach worth his salt as far as the guys he brought in, which I believe Rule is that guy. Wants his coaches have opportunities too. If they was just like someone who gave him an opportunity. So that coaching tree that he's trying to develop himself, it looks well. Obviously, I would hate to see Tony White go. But again, it's a business.
Let's go ahead and do this. Will Nebraska look into the portal for a quarterback?
I think that the portal for me is I either want to, if we go to the portal, I either want to get someone with at any position, someone with multiple years, I think is on caliber with the guys that we have, or someone who's instant impact upgrade, like someone who can make a difference. Make no mistake that a good quarterback in the portal costs, $1 million to $1.5 million to $2 million right now. So just on the same page, right? So let's make sure we all understand what's happening. So there's some teams that have $6 or $7 million players playing for them. So we just kind of believe in doing things like the old school way, the hard way, building. But that doesn't mean we won't look at people in the portal. We did it last year, right? It just means they have to be clearly an impact player for us if they're like a 1-year player, or they have to be someone that has multiple years to get in our program and develop. So
there you go. Here's the thing, guys. We've talked about it extensively. Nebraska needs to figure out what they want to be on offense and then figure out the talent that they want to put around them, right? They can't. We've gone down that list or that rabbit hole before. One more here from Matt Rule. Let's talk about any changes. Where'd that one go? Any changes to the assistant roles on staff? Here's what Matt Rule had to say.
I'm not ready to talk about that yet. I'm not there yet. When I hired Sat, the goal was to have a quarterback coach and have Sat coach the tight ends. It didn't work out. I think in the first year at a place like this, you get pulled in a lot of directions. And whereas some people think some of our coaches do a bad job, sometimes I think they did a great job. You're Terrence. I think Terrence is a great young coach, but I can coach. Let me be the D-line coach, coach Nash and Ty and Jamari. Those guys are grown and they played a lot of football. So I think a lot of our coaches did some of their best coaching jobs of the year, best coaching jobs. With that being said, the process that we talked about with Sam, I'm going to go through that process, and every year I'll do that. And just figure out, especially now as the rules have changed a little bit, and you can have analysts, and now we hope that the FOC will pass that analysts can coach a position. I think it gives you some flexibility to bring in some experienced coaches to help, and maybe they can't help on game day, but they can help throughout the year. I don't even know why there's even a rule against it. What's wrong with having people that want to help young people? There's a lot of things in flux. Obviously, because Tony's name's been thrown around a bunch. There's a lot of things so instead of why rush? Just wait and see what's right, and part of that's having great conversations with the assistant coaches, which I did yesterday with some of them, just, hey, what went right, what went wrong? And then just being really meticulous and making a really smart decision.
Here's one thing I will say. And I went through it yesterday on my show. Don't forget, they had somebody in line for the quarterback coaching job. Then they bailed out, or they said no. They ended up declining the opportunity. So then they had to go and put Satterfield to quarterbacks coach. That opened up a spot at tight ends. They hired Bob Wager from Texas, from Texas high school football, I should say. Then he has his legal stuff off the field. and they have to elevate Josh Martin. Like, this offensive staff was not necessarily how they expected it to happen, but guys got to step up. Like, so now it's all right. Do you demote Josh Martin? Does Josh Martin end up leaving? Do you put Sat back to tight ends? Do you believe Sat can coach quarterbacks? How much confidence do you have in these guys? Do you want to take offensive play calling duties away from somebody, or do you want to give them to somebody? There's got to be some changes, because then the opposite side of the coin is the lack of willingness to make changes is somewhat of a not a red flag, because we're just in year one. But once again, that goes back to this. We're going to learn a lot about how the staff operates, how loyal Matt Rule is. Is he loyal to a strong extent, or is he loyal to a fault at times, right?
I just think
all that stuff comes into play.
I just think there needs to be a quarterbacks coach hired. The more I think about it, the more looking back on teams I've been around, teams I've seen, I just think you need a quarterbacks coach, because when you have your offensive coordinator there as your quarterbacks coach, they're focused on the entire offense, and play calling, and play calling in the pros in college. It is one of those things. It takes a lot. And I think if you just have a quarterbacks coach, somebody that can just sit back, work with the fundamentals of the quarterbacks, where they're able to, after they run a play, where they're able to go and discuss the play in practice with the quarterbacks coach. I mean, look at like Coach Osborne gets all the props for, calling all the offense,
Turner Gill coaching quarterback.
But he still had Turner Gill coaching quarterbacks. Yeah. You look down at Kansas. Kansas has had their quarterbacks. And I always, talk about Jim Zabrowski as, Lance's quarterbacks coach down there. He's not the offense coordinator. He's just the quarterbacks coach. I just think it just adds so much, and it helps the quarterbacks so much, just the bond. And even if the quarterbacks have issues, they have somebody fighting for them. So I just think a quarterback coach is necessary.
So here's a question off the text line. Are we maxed out at the coaching staff? So here's the deal. Not necessarily. You can have as many analysts as you would desire. Or maybe not as many as you desire, but you can have multiple analysts. They just can't be on the field during games. And so you have to decide, all right, where do we want to, like Josh Martin, the tight ends coach currently, he started out as an analyst. So he was not on the field, but then when Bob Wager resigned, then he got elevated because there was a spot open. So it goes back to, people remember that's what Nebraska got busted for a couple of years ago back in 2021 was Jonathan Rutledge, who was the special teams analyst. Scott Frost neglected to hire a special teams coordinator because he didn't want to have an on-field coach. So then they hired Jonathan Rutledge as a special teams analyst.
That didn't work out so good.
Yeah, they got in trouble for that. They got in trouble for
Had
that.
us on tape.
Well. Yeah.
Gus Mohawk, good question here, brother. Good morning to you. We're going to go to break, but we can't get to all of these. But Gus says, I know the Huskers need a running back. Which player would you go after? Top JUCO running back, top FCS running back, or highly recruited second string Power 5 running back? And that's a great question. I think right now at running back, they're going to still see what the decision is going to be made by the two guys, actually 4 guys they got back there still. So
yeah,
there's a lot of decisions, Gus Mohawk, that they have to make still. And he's still vetting out players right now. He still said he was going to meet with players today, Thursday, and tomorrow. And he said probably early into next week as well. So that roster is going to look different Monday and Tuesday than what it looks like right now, even on Thursday where we're sitting at right now. So, it's going to change quite a bit. It's going to change quite a bit. So we'll see what happens, y'all. That's kind of where we're at right now. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. It's Thursday. It's sunny outside. Hopefully your day is sunny as well. Maybe hopefully it's warmer where you're at right now. We got listeners all over the place. So regardless, thanks for listening to us this morning. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November, with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join me, Sip, and Coach Bush for Early Break this Friday, December 1st at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, just out the 48th and Holdridge. Call today to reserve your free lane for free bowling at 402-467-3249. And if you don't bowl, still enjoy free coffee and donuts. That's this Friday for the 60th anniversary of Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Early break from 6 to 8 on location.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies. We'll be breezy and a little cooler today. We'll see a high around 46. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies are expected over that low near 25. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies going to stick around for us. We'll see a high around 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom.
Raffy, as I pull this up.
Yeah.
Man. One quick question for you. One quick question.
Uh-oh.
How much did you offer White to stay if you're the coach?
$2 million.
$2 million. Nick, I'm gonna ask you while I find this. How much you offer?
$1 more than whatever USC offers.
Whatever USC is offering, I'm offering more.
$1 more.
It's like the movie Ray Charles when he goes, "But can you match it?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you match it? It's a great. You didn't see that one?
No.
Oh, see me. You had me thinking you did for a second, man. Nick.
I know.
But like I go back to this, like even Quan Lacey when he, was it a money situation or if there was?
Yeah, I don't like speculating.
Don't like speculating.
No. Let's get Raff's good
All
take
right.
here.
Before we do Raff's good take,
Yeah,
also got to mention here the Nebraska Christmas Lights Show as well. This year started a new holiday tradition with the Nebraska Christmas Lights Show at the new location, Star City Shores, 27th and Highway 2. Countless amounts of lights, synchronized music, and a one car equals one price. Open daily from now until January 3rd. Each day, Monday through Sunday, 5:30 to 11 p.m. each night. It's $20 per car. $25 on the weekends. And again, that's a per car, not per person. Buy your tickets online today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com. Go ahead, Raff.
All right, here we go.
It's time for Raff's good take. It's time for Raff's good take. It's time for Raff's good take right now. All right, everybody. Today's Raff's good take. I'm kind of going back, just catching up with some of the people that did some really cool things over the holidays. And my Raff's good take today goes out to Super Saver for donating food for the third consecutive year to the Boys and Girls Club. They donated over 200 meals to families of the Boys and Girls Club. Pretty awesome. And then I also wanted to give credit to Olson and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska for volunteering to help pack and distribute those meals to the club site. So pretty cool. It was pretty awesome how the community really came together over Thanksgiving, and hopefully it continues on through the holiday season.
Absolutely. Love it, Raff. The 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends, help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Folks, stress is always going to be a part of life. The key is how we handle it. In every situation, we always got a chance of how we respond. As you all know, Tuesday was a very rough day for me. I kind of say to myself, but Raff knows and the family knows, I wanted to grieve wisely. I didn't want to, check out in anger, check out with a cocktail, too many, check out with frustration. So I checked out to a gym. I think I worked out most of the day, to be honest with you. But I wanted to respond in a way that was positive, man, because stress is a part of the holidays. They're kind of tough. But you know what? Some of you are going through some stressful situations right now. Maybe it's not a death in the family. Maybe it's something going on just with life. You can still control your responses. So never let that control go to someone else or something else.
There you go.
Yep. I'm not even worried with 80 holding that baseball bat right now. I know that he will not swing it.
Like, why you got this bat, dog?
Bust out
Told
the
you,
back
brother was stressed. Mama don't take no mess.
All right, everyone. It's been another great day. Be nice to each other out there, and we will talk to you later. This has been The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter leagues beginning on November 27th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at Double Eagle Golf.
School bus drivers, custodians, paraeducators, and the list goes on of all the education support professionals who help every school in Nebraska run smoothly. They ensure that our students have a safe ride to school, healthy meals, and a clean environment to learn. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Take a moment to say thank you to the support staff at your child's school.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home.